would be easy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. She had clearly given this some serious thought. Okay, I said, that may be a little extreme. Maybe we start by traveling the United States in an RV for a couple of years. While I was surprised by how much thought she'd given this, I was relieved and excited to hear that she'd be open to change too. I wasn't the only one feeling burdened by the house and all the stuff and responsibilities that came with it. After a lot of research, soul-searching, and discussions, we decided to build a tiny house on wheels instead. I love the idea of form follows function, and that we'd get to design our space to perfectly suit our specific, unique needs. Instead of buying a house and figuring out how to use the rooms, we would look at our priorities and how we use space and build accordingly. You'll have to consider how you'll use every inch when you'll be living in a 230-square-foot house. It was time to simplify, and simplify we did. Clearly the universe was behind us because as we were selling things online, I stumbled upon a post in a Facebook yard sale group. Someone asked if anyone in our town was planning on listing their house soon. What are the chances of someone looking for a property at a virtual yard sale site? Usually you find a bookcase or a lamp in there, but a house? I figured it couldn't hurt to message the poster, so I did. 2 weeks later, we had a generous offer. 1 month later, we closed. Thanks, Uni. The universe and I are tight, so I give it a nickname. Moving is a real pain in the ass, but it's also a great chance to clear out. And with plans to go from a house to a tiny house, we had some serious downsizing to do. We created a simple moving sale website and used virtual yard sale sites to sell some items, donated quite a bit, and gave some furniture and decor to family and friends. We ended up making about $5,000 in sales, plus having a whole bunch of tax write-offs. Most importantly, however, was that we reclaimed our freedom, energy, and power. This is not to say it was easy. There were many times when I struggled to part with an item. Maybe it had been a gift, or something I really loved at one time and had a hard time accepting that I no longer did. Or if something had cost a decent amount of money, I felt like I should hang on to it. To keep my eye on the prize, I'd remind myself why I was doing this at all. To live a life aligned with my personal valuation of experiences over things, and to no longer adhere to the traditional definition of success. I liked having nice things, but for me that joy was temporary, whereas the memory of a cool experience or fun adventure would stay with me forever. As I sorted through items, I asked myself some questions to gain clarity. Things like, does this item represent who I am now? If I saw this in a store today, would I buy it? What feelings are triggered by this item? Guilt, dread, excitement? Do I use or display this item? Doing this helped me decide if the item deserved to stay in my life. I had only so much space and energy available, and I no longer wanted to spend them frivolously. Sure, my situation may seem extreme, but it allowed me to see what I truly needed to be happy, and what I truly loved and wanted in my life. I was surprised by how little that translated to. As a lifestyle designer and coach, I've helped thousands of people see what's stopping them from making a change, and it's often not what they think. Clutter clogs up more than floors, tables, and closets. It blocks abundance. It suffocates dreams. It dims your light. While physical clutter can be overwhelming and exhausting, it holds insights and answers to some of your biggest blocks. By digging into your clutter and unearthing what it's trying to tell you, you can understand the message in the mess and see the limitless possibilities and new opportunities that are yours for the taking. As you work through the exercises in this book, you'll see that any dread you feel is a powerful indicator of a root issue. You'll also understand your clutter in a way that allows you to feel compassion and curiosity toward it instead of loathing and fear. While I offer sorting and organizing tips in every chapter, what your clutter is trying to tell you is really about discovering all the wonderful facets of yourself by using clutter as a clue. Will you clear clutter as a result? Absolutely. But this is more about excavating your energetic blocks so you can get to the business of living a kick-ass life. We're digging deep here. Clutter is a beautiful tool for self-exploration, self-understanding, and self-compassion. To sink your teeth into this concept, you'll have to act. The learning comes from the doing. Go through the exercises, maybe even more than once. It's time for you to reclaim your life, and you might even make some money in the process. Chapter 1. Clutter, Monster or Messenger?